Hey, everybody. What's up? I got a bunch of comedy dates coming up. JoeRogan.net/tour is the best way to find out about them. The big ones that aren't sold out is May 12th. I'm at the Verizon Wireless Theater in Dallas, Texas. It's actually Grand Prairie, right outside of Dallas. And that's with Tony Hinchcliffe and Ian Edwards. A giant chunk of tickets have already sold, but there's still some available because it's a huge place. It's like 6,000 seats. And July 7th, I'm at the Ka Theater in Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM. That's the night before UFC 213. So that's July 7th. JoeRogan.net/tour. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace, which is an awesome all-in-one platform that allows you to create a beautiful website. Ooh, nothing to install, nothing to patch, nothing to upgrade. People are like, I can't fucking make my own website. Yes, you can. Most people don't think they can because they've never tried Squarespace. Squarespace. Squarespace allows you to try it out for free because they're so confident in it. It's an amazing platform, and what it allows you to do with a simple, easy to use, drag and drop user interface, you can create an amazing professional website. A professional website that comes with a free online store. A professional website where you get a free domain name if you sign up for a year. They have award-winning templates and the most beautiful way to present your ideas online, all in one platform. They also have award-winning 24/7 customer support. If you're like, well, I don't know how to do it. All you have to do, if you can put a photograph on an email, can you add a photo to an email? Okay. Can you move files around on your computer? Can you like drag and drop stuff? If you can do that, you can make a website. Really is that easy. They've really got it down. They offer a unique domain experience that's fully transparent, simple to set up, and Squarespace is used by a wide range of people, including me pal Doug Stanhope, DougStanhope.com, made on Squarespace, DuncanTrussell.com, made on Squarespace. Lots of businesses, a lot of restaurants use Squarespace, designers, artists, and more. And you can try it for free and get 10% off your first purchase if you go to squarespace.com/Joe. Try it for free, build yourself a badass website, and get 10% off your first purchase if you go to squarespace.com/Joe. Joe. That's me. We're also brought to you each and every episode by Onnit.com. That's ONNIT. Onnit is a total human optimization company. And what we're trying to do with Onnit is provide you with all of the tools, all of the inspiration, and all of the information that you need to get your shit together, ladies and gentlemen. And what do you mean by that, Joe Rogan? What we're trying to do at Onnit is provide you with supplements like Alpha Brain, which I don't do anything without. I take it before every podcast. I take it before comedy shows, UFC broadcasts. It's been clinically proven with 2 double-blind, placebo-controlled tests that it improves your verbal memory and improves your reaction time, your peak alpha flow state. All of it is described in full, far better than I'll ever do at Onnit.com. We have a lot of other stuff like Shroom Tech Sport, which is a fantastic supplement for your endurance based on the cordyceps mushroom. Endurance and energy, but it doesn't like get your heart rate jacked up. It's not like a speed. It's just a supplement that improves oxygen utilization. Again, all of it is described in depth at Onnit.com. Go to the Onnit Academy link. That's the best way to get started when you're interested in Onnit. If you're thinking, what the fuck's this company all about? Click on the Onnit Academy link and you're taken to a section of the website that's filled with all sorts of amazing shit. All sorts of articles on exercise, on diet, on different workouts, motivational videos, different cool shit. And it really sort of defines what our company is all about, what we're trying to do. And all that stuff is free. You can read all those articles. They're updated daily, all sorts of new stuff constantly being added to it. That's at the Academy link. And there's also a physical Onnit Academy that's in Austin, Texas, one of hopefully many that we will build all across this great land. and it has state-of-the-art equipment, great instruction. It also has Bang Muay Thai, which recently opened, and 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. That's in Austin, Texas, and that's at the Onnit Academy. ONNIT. Use the code word Rogan, and you'll save 10% off any and all supplements. My guest today is Chris Cage. Chris is the author of How to Hike the Appalachian Trail, and he's one of those crazy fuckers that moved his life to the woods, essentially. He lived on a trail. He hiked a trail for 7 months. It goes from Georgia all the way up to Maine, a mountain in Maine. And it's apparently 10,000 people have done it. Crazy. And he also owns a company that we've talked about on the podcast before. I eat their snacks. They're called Green Belly Meals. They're these delicious bars, 1/3 of your daily nutrition in these bars. Really dense, nutrient-dense bars. They're very heavy, too, but they're very yummy. Enough description. And really cool interview. Really interesting guy. Very fun guy. So give it up for Chris Cage.
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
That was like, you didn't do the thumb. I wasn't sure it was a finger button. Chris, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. How you doing, Joe?
Thanks for doing this. For people tuning in right now, Chris is the author of How to Hike the Appalachian Trail. And he's also, I've talked about these on the podcast before, this is his company. This is not a sponsor. This company, Green Belly Meals, and these are these really delicious bars they weigh like 50 pounds. They're like a brick filled with nutrients and food, and they're really good for people who do this crazy Appalachian Trail thing. These bars that you sell have become very popular with hunters and people that like to go on backpack journeys deep into the backcountry. And I found out about you from Cody Rich from Rich Outdoors podcast. And that's where I listened to you on his podcast, and that's why you're here. That's why I got your book here.
Thanks, Cody. Love the podcast.
Yeah, it's a good podcast. So what the fuck for people who don't know the Appalachian Trail, we've talked about this on the podcast before, but it's a trail where people walk from Georgia, right, all the way up to Maine.
Or vice versa, but yeah.
Yeah, vice versa, if you're a madman. And it takes you, how many months?
5 to 7. Took me a little over 6.
So you just hike for 6 months. When you're at like month 3, do you ever go like, what the fuck am I doing?
Long story short, yeah. And by month 3, I was actually approaching winter time. And, wintertime camping is just a fundamentally different experience. So not only have you been hiking that long and you're tired and your body's just done doing it every day of hiking, but then the elements of the winter come in, and that was a different ballgame entirely,
How many people have done this?
Less than 10,000.
That's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, it is.
That's still a lot. I would have said like 50.
There's another thing called the Triple Crown, which is it's the AT Pacific Crest Trail and the Continental Divide Trail, and I think less than 100 people have done all 3 of those.
The Pacific Crest Trail, is that the one that goes from like Mexico
to Canada? It's through California.
That's insane. How long did that one take?
I think so. The Appalachian Trail is 2,200 miles. And the Pacific Crest Trail, I believe, is like 26, 2,700 miles. But the trail gradient is a lot easier. So I think like on any given day, you can actually hike more miles, even though the trail is longer than the AT. But I think people actually finish it faster than the AT.
I like how you call it the AT. That's inside lingo. With all you maniacs, all you hiking maniacs.
Yeah.
What the fuck got you into this, man?
I'd say, long story short, Boy Scouts, yeah. I did. I joined Boy Scouts later than most people. I joined when I was 14, and the kind of the pinnacle of the Boy Scout career is getting your Eagle Scout.
Right.
And I joined with that in mind. I was like, okay, I'm joining later than most. I joined when most people are quitting Boy Scouts. They go from Cub Scouts to like 13 and they quit. But I joined and I was like, all right, I want my Eagle Scout. And you have to, in order to get your Eagle Scout, spend 20 nights in the woods. Not consecutively, but you have to get your camping merit badge, and get your camping merit badge, you have to spend the night, 20 nights in the woods. So, that was in Georgia, and